Marami ang nagimbal sa mga bagong ebidensya na inilabas ng ilang senador at maging ni Mary Ann Maslog patungkol sa kaugnayan nito kay Alice Guo. Napag-alaman din na may malalaking taong tumutulong kay Maslog upang makalapit kay Alice Guo. Ito nga umano ay sina Senator Bato de la Rosa, Senador Bongo at si former President Rodrigo Duterte. Narito panoorin kung paano nagkagulo sa hearing sa Senado matapos nga na tila magkabukingan.
Sino yung sa Malacanang nag-utos sa'yo?
Your Honor, I did not convince Alice po to sign any document po.
You
Your
are
Honor.
a liar. You are a liar. Expected naman yan eh. Naisahan mo nga gobyerno how many years ago?
Mr. Chair,
30 years.
Naisahan mo na nga yung gobyerno noon pa. Ngayon pa.
Mary Ann,
Yes, SP pro tempore.
natatakot ka ba sa buhay mo pagka dinivulge mo yung mga pangalan? Namatay ka na dati eh. Di ba? Natatakot ka ba sa buhay mo? Ha? At dinivulge mo yung pangalan. Namatay ka na dati. Oh. Ano? Come on, please divulge all the names that you know. Sige na.
And if I may, SP pro tempore, starting with the word, the name file doon, sa anong konteksto nyo narinig yung pangalan niya?
Actually po, I think si Fael Don was in Bamban.
Mhm.
I think he lived in Bamban.
Mhm.
And apparently po, Mr. Faeldon and I think his wife also, nandoon po sila sa Bamban.
Mhm.
And ito po, this information actually, in fairness din po, na-mention din po sa akin ni Miss Alex.
Okay.
They were invited to go to Davao.
Mhm.
Madam Chair,
Motorcycle.
SP pro tempore.
I see Alice go in disbelief.
Yeah, Madam Chair,
So
perhaps
could
we can
we ask, yes, as SP pro tempore is indicating and the majority leader has asked,
aside from
Go
facial
Huaping.
response, verbal response
Is it
would
true?
probably be
Don't you
needed.
mention the name of Faeldon?
Madam Chair, ganun po yun. Meron pong isang picture po with the former president po and me, nag-group po na circulating before. Yan po yung kinukwento po. Yan yung isa rin po na pagkwentuhan po namin.
Mhm.
That's my first time po. Nakita ko po ang former president. Doon sa group picture niyan na circulating, that was the first time po na nakita ko po siya. Doon naman po siya na-mention po ni Miss ni Ma'am kanina.
Maslog.
Maslog. Kanina naman po na regarding po kay Mr. Nick Faeldon naman po. Mr. Nick Faeldon naman po talaga nasa Bamban. Meron po siyang goat farm po sa Bamban.
Goat farm.
Yes po, goat farm.
So kayo may babuyan, siya naman kambingan.
Wala naman po kami any transaction pero may goat farm lang po.
Farm.
May goat farm lang po siya sa Bamban.
Okay.
Yan lang po.
Madam Chair,
Okay. Senator De La Rosa.
Yeah. Can I confirm from Alice Go? Yung tanong ko kanina, meron akong A1 information na natanggap about that affidavit na dala-dala ni Maslog. Meron akong informasyon. Confirm or deny lang from you. Hindi kita pinupirsang sagutin. You can ask the advice of your lawyer. Pero, tinatanong ko lang para mabigyan ng katuturan itong lahat ng sinasabi.
Madam Chair, dun sa question po sa akin ni Sen Bato po, I remain silent po. At meron pa po akong kadagdagan po na answer po pala dun sa na-mention po ni Ma'am Maslog kanina na invitation ng Davao. I just want to clarify. Wala pong nangyaring invitation po ng Davao. Wala pong kakilala At yung picture na yon ay nag-iisang picture lang po yon, July 22 to be exact, 2022. Hindi na po presidente si former president that time. Doon sa group picture po, I think and I believe po na-circulate naman po talaga siya. Kumalat po siya sa social media, pero that was my first time po na nakita ko po siya. Hindi po, si former president po.
Okay.
Before we continue, I will call Senator Sherwin next. Before we continue, to inform my colleagues, unfortunately, I need to go up to my office now before 5:30. So, gusto ba ng komite magpatuloy? In which case, I will ask Senator Sherwin to chair in my stead. It's all right to continue.
Yes, Madam Chair. If
All
you
right.
can, please.
Thank you very much, dear colleagues, and sa lahat ng resource persons. So at this point, I will hand over the chair to Senator Sherwin.
Mr. Chair.
Salamat, Sen. Sherwin.
Mr. Chair,
Go ahead.
can I go back one question to General Macapas?
Yeah, Senator Bato and then
General
Senator-
Macapas? General Macapas? General Macapas? Wala na.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Your Honor, sir.
Kaya, paano, sabi mo kanina, ito si Mary Ann Maslog, nag-volunteer sa'yo na information. Paano siya nakapunta sa'yo? Dumirita lang siya doon sa opisina mo, may nagdala sa kanya? O sino nag-introduce sa kanya sa'yo?
As I have said earlier, Your Honor, nakilala ko po si Ma'am Jessica kasi ang pakilala ko sa kanya, sir. During the time na saya pa lang ako ng DCO. So from there, minsan nagtitext na siya sa akin tapos nagbibigay ng information.
Kaya nga, paano mo siya nakilala? Tinatanong ko, the circumstances behind, paano mo siya nakilala?
Bumisita po kasi siya minsan, sir, nung boss ko dati, nung nasa DCO pa po ako. Eh ako po ang saya, kaya ako ang nag-entertain sa kanya. Dahil wala po
So,
yung...
kayo first, nagkakilala.
Opo. Year 2022.
Sino yung boss mo?
Si, sir, Police Lieutenant General Benjamin Santos, sir.
Benjamin Santos.
Yes, sir.
So pagdating dito kay Alice Go, siya mismo pumunta sa'yo about Alice Go?
If I recall it right, sir, ano lang yun, sir? Parang tawagan lang namin, sir, na nabanggit niya na may access siya kay Alice. So, through Attorney David, nakausapin namin. So, kinagat ko yung informasyon na yun, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, General Macapas. That
Yes, sir.
would be all,
Mr. Chair,
Sen-
if I may.
Yes, Senate President Pro Tempore.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mary Ann, alam mong wanted ka rito sa Pilipinas, di ba? Kaso ka.
Your Honor, that case is still in Sandigan Bayan po.
Yes.
Your Honor.
Di ba, nagpanggap kang namatay, kaya wala kaso. Pero alam mo may kaso ka. May pending case ka. Na hinahanap ka ng otoridad.
It is still in Sandigan.
No, I'm asking you if you know that you have a case.
Your Honor, the case is still in Sandigan
All right.
Bayan.
O,
po,
di
sir.
meron kang
Refuse to
kaso.
answer po.
Okay. Nung pumunta ka sa Indonesia, anong passport ang gamit mo?
My name po, Jessica Francisco.
Is that your real name?
I am Jessica Francisco.
You are not Marian Maslog?
Your Honor, there is a case about my identity
I'm
po, Your
asking you,
Honor.
what is your real name?
I am Jessica Francisco po.
Can you produce us your birth certificate that you're indeed Jessica Francisco?
I don't have it with me, Your Honor.
But you have a birth certificate
Yes, Your Honor.
indicating that you're the real Jessica Francisco?
Yes, Your Honor.
Who is this Marian Maslog?
Like what I said, Your Honor. I
Who is
refuse-
Marian Maslog?
There
Di
is
ba
a
ikaw to?
case.
When you were still 30 pounds lighter? Ikaw ba to? And you were trying to bribe officials in Malacanang during the term of my father? Because of that textbook scam? Says here, your bag woman, Mary Ann Maslog. Photographed here on March 9, 1999. Ikaw ba to?
There is a pending case,
Ikaw
Your
ba
Honor.
ito? That's not related to your case. I'm asking you, kung ikaw to, if this is you.
Your Honor, there is a pending.
If this is you,
I cannot say, Your Honor.
oh, padala mo, baka malabo mata page, padala mo sa kanya.
Passport ang gamit mo. Anong bansa?
Philippine passport po.
Philippine passport ang gamit mo.
Yes, Your Honor.
Isa lang ba ang passport mo?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wala ka ng ibang passport?
Wala po, Your Honor.
May Philippine birth certificate ka?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, nandito taga DFA. Can you please check, attorney? Okay, Director, kung anong ginamit na passport nitong si Mary Ann Maslog, tsaka sa BI, Attorney Viado, can you please check or verify anong passport ang ginamit nitong babae ito? Yes, please.
We will check.
What is your middle initial? Huh?
Sese, Your Honor.
Sese.
Yes, Your
Pwede po pa-flash ano?
Yes, a ComSec.
It's a ComSec. Okay, we will flash your your passport. Who is any representative from the NBI? All right. Meron na ba kayo resulta dyan na si Mary Ann Maslog at si Jessica Francisco ay isang tao lang?
Based on the fingerprint examination conducted, sir,
Yes.
in the files that she has with the NBI and a file before fingerprint file before the courts, it was proven that the fingerprint belonged to one and the same person.
Di nagsisinungaling to. What's the name of your father?
David Francisco po.
Mother.
Corazon Sese po. Salvador.
Can you verify this, please? Anybody from the PSA?
Anyone from the PSA, please send us the birth certificate. Pakipadala lang sa amin.
Where were you born?
I was born in Quezon City po.
Quezon City? And ComSec, pwedeng pa-check sa civil registry if indeed there is a Jessica Francisco was born on, what's your birthday?
December 30, 1985.
December 30, 1985. So how old are you now? Alam mo, ikaw napakasinungaling mo 1985 ka pinanganak. Nasaan yung litrato? 1999, nagninegosyo ka na. 14 anyos ka? 14 anyos ka? Ha? Nasaan yung litrato? Alam mo, wag mo kaming lokohin dito Ako ngahingil ako tumayo dahil 1999, nagninegosyo ka na, nagkaroon ka na ng scam. 14 anyos, nanakaw ka na. Oh, 1999, may textbook stop ka na. Ano nakalagay dyan, 1985? Ano, 14 years old? Minor de edad? May na pinatawag ka na ng house? Oh? Nagninegosyo ka na? Ano?
I invoke my right, sir, to remain silent because there is a case po in Sandigan which will
No.
be taken on October
Alam mo,
28.
Alam mo, ikaw na siguro ang reyna ng mga kasinungalingan eh. Imagine, ngayon ko lang napagtanto. 1985 ka pinanganak. Mukha mo ba yan? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
Oh, assuming that is true, your passport is true. Driver's license ba? Passport, your passport. Ilan taon ka na ngayon?
Going 39 po.
39. 1999, 14 years old nga. God damn it, you're a pathological liar. Sinungaling ka talaga, ano? Ano? Saan ka kumuha passport?
In DFA po.
Saan branch? Ha?
Kalasyaw po.
Kalasyaw.
Yes.
Ano ba requirements when you obtain a passport? Birth certificate?
Birth certificate and valid ID. For
And
first time.
valid ID
For a
for
first
first timer.
Renewal,
Is this your first passport?
Yes, Your Honor.
Wala ba siyang passport na Mary Ann Maslog
we are double checked.
right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Malamang Senator Jinggoy peke ang birth certificate niyan. The same
Yeah.
case as what we saw with Go Huaping and yung mga pekeng birth certificate na ini-issue. Malamang malaking chance na peke rin yung birth certificate niya to assume a different identity.
Mhm. Meron nakapunta ka na sa Amerika?
Sir, I invoke my right po to.
Bakit?
Kasi
Ba't
po,
mo in-invoke?
there is a
Tinatanong ko
case,
na kung nakapunta ka na sa Amerika, ano masama doon?
there is a case po kasi about my identity sa Sandigan Bayan po.
Hmm?
So I invoke my right to keep silent.
Ang tinatanong ko lang kung nakapunta ka na sa Amerika, is that incriminating? I don't think that is an incriminating question. Oh,
There is a case po regarding by bench warrant on the 28th to prove my identity po. So I invoke my right to keep silent, sir.
do you have a case in the United States? Do you have a case in the United States?
No, Your Honor.
Really?
Yes,
Now
Your
I
Honor.
will read to you. Former textbook agent Mary Ann Maslog, who tried bribing officials of the DBM in 1999 so that her firm could wangle a 200 million textbook contract, is now Mary Ann Smith, married to an American who allegedly became her partner in crime. Court records show in Orange County, Florida, that Maslog is wanted for theft and scheme to defraud. She is facing charges of grand theft amounting to more than $100,000 and scheme to defraud in the amount of $50,000, which are classified as criminal felonies punishable with imprisonment. Maslog also has been charged with civil traffic infraction for proper backing. May kaso ka pala sa Amerika.
I don't have a case in America, Your Honor.
Really?
Yes,
Or
Your Honor.
when was the last time you went to the United States?
Like what I said, Your Honor, I invoke my right.
Sinasabi mo wala kang case. Ngayon tinatanong ko kung kailan ka pumunta, ay mo sumagot.
I
Bakit ito sinagot mo?
I refuse to answer, Your Honor. I invoke the right
Ah,
to keep silent because of the case in Sandigan Bayan.
Mr. NBI, Mr. Agent, pwede bang ikulong na lang dito yan? We'll just make representations with the NBI.
Sir, she has a commitment order with the from the Sandigan Bayan.
All right.
Madam Chair, Mr.
Madam.
Chair, sorry. Ang hirap ng walang kain the whole day. Mr. Chairman, with the indulgence of our Senate President Pro Temp, I think we are wasting our time with this pathological liar. Wala na pong kaso sa Pilipinas na hindi na check. Lahat ng kaso kinaso na sa kanya. May check na ho lahat. So can we proceed if I can appeal to the members and the chair so we can proceed to other matters, Your Honors, Mr. Chairman.
I
submit.
I share the same sentiment na to our colleagues, Senator Francis, Senator Joel, and Senator Jinggoy, na professional con artist tong kaharap natin at wala tayong makukuhang tama at totoong sagot dito sa taong to. Magsisinungaling at magsisinungaling lang sa buong gabi at lolokohin lang niya tayo buong gabi at wala naman siyang naibibigay na produktibong sagot para sa atin. So
Can I?
yeah,
Yeah, thank you. Yes,
So, with the indulgence of Senator Villanueva, considering the citation issued by this committee a while ago, if I'm not mistaken, may we know now the proper disposition as to the custody of Mary Ann Maslog? Will she now be taken into custody by OSAA, or do we dispense her as a resource person, Mr. Chair?
Mr. Chair, we ruled on the citation for contempt against Ms. Maslog. And since the NBI has custody over her, we will turn over the custody to her without prejudice to the citation that the Senate issued against her. So in other words, it's only the custody that we are turning over to the NBI. But in terms of the effect of the citation, the Senate will assert its powers with the issuance of the citation for contempt.
I submit, Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Thank you.
I may, Madam, Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
Thank you. Mr. Chairman, may I ask Ms. Guo Huaping alias Alice, kanina I was listening attentively and even in the hearing doon sa counterpart natin sa House when they raised the issue of you being a spy, you reacted differently, and on our end we were not surprised at all. It could be true because somehow in the past hearings you act like a spy, lie like a spy, and we wanted you to have this opportunity to convince us. Ano ka ba talaga, Miss Alice, at ano talaga yung gustong mangyari ni Guo Huaping dito sa Pilipinas?
Mr. Chair, regarding po dun sa tinanong niyo po, regarding po dun sa spy, hindi po ako spy. Ako po, lumaki po ako, ang alam ko po ako ay isang Filipino at gusto ko na rin pong mamatay dito sa Pilipinas at handa din po ako na ipaglaban po ang Pilipinas po.
Pwede ba na ikaw ay isang spy pero hindi mo alam na ikaw ay spy at pinakikinabangan ka ng isang organisasyon o isang gobyerno, kagaya for example ng Chinese government? Would you think it's possible na hindi mo to alam pero nagagamit ka? Do you think it's possible?
Mr. Chair, hindi po. Dahil wala naman po ako nakakausap ng mga Chinese government po na tao.
Pero lahat ng katransaksyon mo, pag tinignan namin, maging dun sa mga dokumento, sinasabing ang katransaksyon mo ay puro mga true-blooded Chinese, even Chinese rogue citizens.
Mr. Chair, may mga nakatransaction man po ako na full-blooded Chinese pero never po ako nagkaroon ng transaction po with Chinese government.
One last thing that I'd like to ask you. anong motive sa tingin mo ng mga nag-uugnay sa'yo na ikaw ay isang Chinese spy? Dun sa kaninang pinakitang video ni Senator Risa, dun sa Al Jazeera, na parang napakahirap imbentuhin na gagawin lang yung mga pangalan, mga lugar, mga sinight na mga tao na nakapaligid at malalapit sa iyo. Mahirap gawin yun, i-stage. Kumbaga parang it's a perfect storm na magawa nila at na iniuugnay ka as a Chinese spy. Ano kaya ang motibo nila? Anong mapapala nila para gawin 'yon? Meron bang nakipag-usap sa iyo? Meron ba silang hinihingi? Meron bang ilang parties trying to get your attention and at the same time ask you for favors?
Mr. Chair, hindi po sila malapit sa akin at hindi ko po talaga sila kilala doon sa nakita ko po sa video na 2 tao. Hindi ko po sila kilala, hindi sila malapit sa akin, wala rin kami ugnayan at hindi po ako spy po.
But the addresses, the persons involved, the Fujian province, etc. Paano magagawa nila yon na parang perfect?
Mr. Chair, Fujian po, I believe sobrang laki po ng Fujian. Marami din po talagang half-blooded or full-blooded po na Chinese andito po sa atin, dito po sa Pilipinas. Hindi ko rin po alam kung bakit po, pero ang understanding ko po, ang intindi ko po, baka sa media mileage, meron po silang ibang motibo. Ako personally, hindi ko po sila kilala, never ko po sila nakita, at hindi ko rin po talaga maintindihan ano ang plano po nila. Pero dun sa Al Jazeera po, may ano na po kami, yung legal team ko po, may action na po kami for them. Magpa-file po kami.
Anyway, we'll let the pertinent government agencies to look into this and considering na ito ay bagong lumabas and I don't know if the committee is this is the right committee to look into this particular matter. May I go now, Mr. Chair, dun sa properties ni Alice Go, no? Kasi nakita ko yung binanggit ko sa iyo nung isang araw itong properties dito sa Alabang West, properties na binili mo at nakasaad sa iyong salin. Napakalayo nito doon sa Bamban, Tarlac. Bakit mo naisip bumili ng properties dito sa Alabang West?
Your Honor, regarding po sa lahat po ng properties po, since may AMLAC case na po ako, I invoke my right against self-incrimination po.
Kasi dito 157 million yung ginastos mo. I actually don't believe na ganito lang kaliit para sa 8 lote dito sa Alabang West. No? May I know kung saan galing itong 157 mo? Ito, ayun naman to eh. Public record to, nasa salin mo. Saan galing yung pambili nitong 157 million na ito?
Mr. Chair, since naka-file na po yung AMLAC cases ko po, I invoke my right against
But this
self-incrimination
is
po.
sa salin at sa public document and bumili ka ng property malayo sa Alabang. So ako bilang isang legislator at the same time part of this series of committee hearings, I am thinking na kaya mo binili ito dahil gagawin mo rin yung ginawa mo sa Bamban. Gagawin mo ring imperyo itong Alabang West. Kung hindi ka nahuli, may balak kang mag-expand mula Bamban patungo dito sa Alabang West. Would that be a sound conclusion on my part, Ms. Go Waping?
Mr. Chair, hindi po.
Anyway, nung hindi ka pa nung nabalitaan mo na ni-raid yung Zunyuan at nandito yung ilang sa mga incorporators, anong ginawa mo bilang mayor? Inalam mo ba kung sino yung mga sangkot dito?
Mr. Chair, regarding po sa Zunyo 1, since may mga cases po na naka-file na rin po sa akin, I invoke my right against self-incrimination.
Buti na lang nag-decide ka rin na hindi tumakbo at ang COMELEC nag-decide din na hindi ka na payagang tumakbo bilang mayor ng Bamban noong noong pinasok yung lugar dito sa Bamban, may 46 na sasakyan ang nakumpiska doon. Mas marami pa po sa staff ng PAOK, no? Kung hindi ka involved sa Zunyuan, siguro Guwahwaping, agad ka sanang nagpadala ng tulong. Pero what did you do doon sa raid as a mayor? I'm not asking you as siguro I respect the office of the mayor. Anong ginawa mo? Anong tulong? Anong naging participation mo? Kung talagang wala kang kinalaman dito sa Zunyuan.
Mr. Chair, second day po ng raid, second day po ng raid, nagpadala po ako ng tao para tanungin, to check them kung may may tulong, may magagawa po kami. Pero kung di po ako nagkakamali, hindi po kami pinayagan pumasok.
Sino yung kino-ordinate ninyo?
Mayor's office po.
Mayor's office to PAOK, to PNP, kanino kayo nakipag-coordinate?
Kung di po ako nagkakamali, during that time po, pumunta rin po ang mga councilors, yung mismo mga konsihal po
Kanino
ng
po
bayan.
kayo nagbigay, nagpaalam na ready kayong tumulong? From the National Government's Office, kasi yung PAOK ang pumasok dito kasama ang PNP.
Your Honor, hindi ko na po siya maalala sa
It
ngayon
means
po.
to say, hindi kayo nagbigay ng tulong.
Mag-extend po kami ng tulong dapat po. However,
You did not offer.
mag-extend po dapat kami ng tulong. However po, hindi po kami na-entertain.
May we know from PAOK, just yes or no, kung nagbigay sila ng intention to help you guys out dito sa nakaraang raid sa Bamban?
Yes, Your Honor. As far as we can remember, sir, wala po kaming naalala. Or neither we receive formal communication to that effect.
Sa PNP, wala din po tayong alam. General Acorda, you were then PNP chief?
Yes, since I was then the PNP, to my knowledge, sir, walang tulong na gano'n na i-extend sa atin. Sir.
Wala din po. So ito, magandang makita natin na yung chief executive hindi nag-cooperate or hindi man lang nagbigay ng tulong. Alice, sinabi mo noon na nakaraang hearing when I asked you as to how this construction in Baofu was funded. Ang sagot mo, and I was looking at the minutes of the hearing, Sen, yung pong Baofu, hindi siya sa akin at hindi rin po ako nagbabayad ng construction. So, sino yung nagbayad nung construction? Sino yung financier ng pagpapatayo ng construction dito sa Baofu compound? Kasama ba dito yung Hongsheng Gaming Technology?
Mr. Chair, regarding Baofu po, I invoke my right against self-incrimination po.
According to financial statement ng Baofu, pag tinignan niyo po ito, hindi pa kayo nakakapag-divest nito, 2022 to 2023. Pag tinignan niyo po yung cash flow, nakalagay po dito, just to put it on record, meron pong nakalagay na construction in progress, 341 million yung nakalagay. Despite the fact na ilang beses nang pinapakita sa committee nito, especially yung in-depth study ni Senator Win Gatchalian na umaabot ng more than 6 billion pesos yung construction alone ng Baofu. So itong sa 341 na lang million na nakalagay in a public record, financial statement ng Baofu, galing ba ito sa mga shareholders? I suppose ito yung galing sa shareholders ng Baofu. Is that correct?
Mr. Chair, regarding Baofu po, I invoke my right against self-incrimination po.
But this is a public record at 341 million nakalagay dito, construction in progress. Ang tanong lang, bakit 341 million lang ang nadeklara kahit na nasa 6 billion na ang naging gastos ng construction na ito? Mr. Chairman, I am just emphasizing the importance of having a stronger measures where we can make sure that the local chief executive would have the responsibility doon sa mga nangyayari sa kanyang paligid. Ang lapit po, ilang metro lang po ang lapit ng itong Baofu compound mula po dito sa Bamban Municipal Hall. Gusto kong puntaan, Mr. Chairman, itong PAGCOR kasi sa dami po ng mga narinig natin, Mr. Chairman, nakita yung PAGCOR. Sa dami po ng nakita natin, narinig, at tayo, simulat sa poll, nag-imbestiga tayo dito sa, kasama kita pala nun, Senator Sherwin, dun sa biggest human trafficking na nangyari dito sa Clark, no? I think next games, no? Next games, 1,300 human trafficking, 50 million na bribery, nakulong yung Commissioner Argusino at si Robles, if I'm not mistaken, no? Noong pa natin pinapound yung sa PAGCOR, yung representative ng PAGCOR, si General Villanueva, gusto lang natin malaman, nung nagdeklara po yung Pangulo ng Pogo ban, ano na po yung nagawa ng PAGCOR para sundin yung direktibang ito? Kasi sabi ng PAGCOR, bibigyan nila tayo ng quarterly updates, Mr. Chairman, tungkol po sa winding down ng operation ng mga Pogo. I'm not sure if PAGCOR's been submitting their quarterly updates, and perhaps if we can ask them kung pwede nating marinig yung pinakahuling update ng PAGCOR. Ilan nga po ba yung mga nagsisimulang mag-wind down, ilan na yung completely nakapag-wind down, Your Honor?
Good afternoon, Your Honor. As of this date, sir, since the announcement of the President of the banning of all POGOs or IGLs, we have coordinated already with the other agencies, especially with DOJ, BI, and other law enforcement agencies, including PAOK, sir. And DOJ made already the task force exodus. We're still awaiting for the executive order from the President, sir. And in July, there were 43 remaining IGLs, sir. But today, there are only 38 now. And 4 more IGLs have submitted their intent to voluntarily surrender their license.
38 now.
38 now.
Okay, first question again. You're giving us your quarterly updates.
Yes,
Are you
sir.
submitting?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks.
And then as of September 30, 8,161 foreign employees signed up already for voluntary downgrading from the 38 companies, sir. So marami, sir, nag-file ng voluntary downgrading of their working visa.
Okay, so ibig sabihin now it's only down to 38.
Yes, sir.
38 na lang
Yes,
po.
sir.
And you're only talking, Mr. Chairman, you're only talking about legal POGOs. Am I
Yes, sir.
correct?
Yes, sir.
Because you have no idea about the illegal POGOs.
I have some ideas, sir. In fact,
No, if you have any idea of illegal POGOs, since then, pinasara nyo na yun.
hindi, sir. Actually, we're working it out with PAOK, sir. Because I work with other agencies also, sir. Being close to the law enforcement
You know,
agencies.
that's been the problem, Mr. Chairman. Ever since, no? For example, ngayon, yung validity ng OGEL o yung, ano nga ang OGEL? Yung employment
license.
Yes. Di ba? Yung validity nila will only be valid until December 31, 2024. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Ito yung in-adjust ninyo na validity.
Yes, sir.
Now, last week, October 3, ang PAOK discovered an illegal POGO. We're not surprised anymore because there's so many illegal POGOs. Dito sa raid na nangyari sa Pasay City. Ironically, Mr. Chairman, that's only 650 meters away. 600 freaking meters away from the Senate. An illegal pogo while we're conducting Senate hearings here about pogos. At ang mas nakakabahala po, malapit din po ito sa PAGCOR corporate office dito sa Pasay. Ito pong na-discovering pogo sa Kimberly Building sa Macapagal Boulevard ay isang scam farm. Hindi ko bang malaman na Mr. Chairman, bigyan tayo ng overview ng PAGCOR kung paano po yung kanilang proseso sa winding down ng operation ng mga pogo. Kung nabanggit nyo na nga po, hindi lang legal, even na illegal. Paano po yung mga proseso? Ano po yung inuuna? Bakit itong illegal na pogo nandito pa, no? Ang lapit-lapit dito sa atin, pareho sa PAGCOR at sa Senado, operational pa rin ho. Nag-ooperate sila nung na-raid po sila, Your Honors.
Your Honor, as assessed by PAOX, sir, that illegal pogo ay bago lang daw, parang bago lang siya. Ito yung mga remnants, sir, nang galing sa ibang mga pinasara natin at saka ni-raid ng mga pogo, sir. Parang kabutik to, sir. Kaya nga yung pag nagre-report kami sa PAOK, we hope and pray na ma-raid sana to, ma-raid tong illegal na to, or itong licensing na nag-illegal, ma-raid sana ng PAOK para ma-deport na natin. Pag hindi natin ma-deport, sir, yan, parang kabuti yan, sir, lilipat lang sa ibang lugar. And
But do you have any idea that they're operating here? Zero idea that there's a...
we have some intelligence report, sir. In fact, we've coursed 2 reports to PAOK, sir.
Yung
About
po ba yung nag-lead sa PAOK na i-raid ito, yung intelligence report ninyo?
part of that, sir. But ito kasing location na to, sir, ang binabanggit namin, ito yung karugtong nung naandun sa Double Dragon. So it's the same company, sir. But itong bago, sir, dito sa... Actually, ito, sir, 3 location yan, sir, sa ano. Dalawa sa Double Dragon and 1 sa dito, sir.
And I think the problem lies because PAGCOR has no way of checking. You don't have the capacity to actually look and check. Yung DOLE nga, binigyan natin ng pondo dito sa Senado ng mas maraming inspectors para dun sa OSH, yung Occupational Safety and Health Standards. But PAGCOR has no way of checking all of this. In fact, Your Honor, General Villanueva, ka-last name pa kita, yung mga leasing, mga lisensya, sinasabi wala, pero the past 6-7 years, alam na namin na meron yan eh. And hindi talaga, and the only way to do that is we thank and appreciate the President's decision to really close down POGOs. So, alam niyo po ba na ganito yung nangyayari and yet you can't do anything about it? It appears that you can't do anything about it.
No, sir. We've been doing a lot of things also together with the law enforcement agencies, including the intelligence community, sir. In fact, sir, we're a minor player in the discovery of this big illegal POGOs, sir.
Well, meron ba talagang kapasidad ang PAGCOR na tugunan itong utos ng Pangulo na talagang tuldukan po itong operasyon ng mga POGO sa ating bansa? O kailangan nyo talaga ng kagaya ng PAOK na talagang massive yung they're not just passive but more proactive approach in closing down this POGO operation?
Yes, Your Honor, the PAGCOR doesn't have the police power or the arresting power. So we rely on the PAOK, our law enforcement agencies. But we help them in intelligence operation.
But you're the one issuing licenses, sir. Those licenses
Yes,
that
sir.
you're issuing,
Yes, sir.
hindi nyo naman na-check eh. Hindi nyo na-check. In fact, yung mga na-raid, yung iba may lisensya pa ng PAGCOR eh, pero maraming illegal activities. Am I
Yes,
correct?
yes, sir.
Exactly.
I agree, sir. But we help in neutralizing this illegal one, sir.
Anyway, sir, I think we can agree to disagree if you have the capacity to actually look into all of this and find out if your licenses na na inilalabas, ibinibigay, yun lang din yung gagawin nilang operasyon based on the licenses that you're giving
Yes, sir.
them. Because they're not, obviously. The past few years na nandito ako sa Senado, no? At ilang taon na nating inuulit-ulit na itong evils of Pogo talagang kailangang isara talaga at kailangan magsimula muli. In fact, I will go further. Even the evils of online gambling, pati itong mga lisensya na ito, for me, until now, wild west. Itong pagbibigay ng lisensya at pag-i-implement nitong mga nakatanggap ng lisensya mula sa PAGCOR.